touchback. They run with the Alabama rookie. That's Brian Robinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Packers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. On the move past the 40. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 48 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's
team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week. You talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Off the option, it's Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. Touchdown! Allen Lazard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Al down to throw it. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And here's Jones again on second down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. 7-7, our score after one. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So now on fourth down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Crosby is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes. He just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Let's go now.
First down, how to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Robinson again. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders have retaken the lead. And it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The 2nd half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers to throw. And it's caught. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
50, hey, you watch it. Hey, 88.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year, as they have taken the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Rodgers will throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
It is fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Powell. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. And Howe will throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Powell, another throw on 2nd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Rodgers. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
He's got a man complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Rodgers. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Jones is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs from 3 yards out. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Now Rodgers. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tonyan. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 38 yards. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game planned for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they've got 2 for 2.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Howell. Taking a shot for Samuel. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. They'll run with Gibson. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. 2nd down, Howell now. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin from 8 yards out. And the Commanders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Sly on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the
touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Crosby with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They win zoom. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 8. Now Rodgers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's brought down. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On 1st down, Howell. Complete, it's Dotson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A 49-yard gain. Complete to Curtis Samuel. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Howell down to throw it. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Rodgers throwing here. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, they're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.